And the reason why I think this is the most successful way to advertise your music, because not only is it going to one landing page, you're not just going to stimulate where you play the song, that's cool, it's over. When you go here, random on, it'll go to a different one, or it'll go linearly down. You'll see that I have other songs. So my next song, Slow Motion's in here. I have Pull Up, Day by Days in here, Save Me From Myself remix. And the reason why this is so important, YouTube, what is good? Today I want to talk about how I recently marketed my most successful track, Stimulate. I want to show you ways you can actually market your music, and there's certain ways that I wouldn't recommend versus what I would recommend. So I kind of want to go through how I set up this track for the success it has and how I'm going to try to do that for the rest of the gym songs that come out this year as well, because that's kind of the theme for the end of this year. If you didn't know, Stimulate, which is my now highest stream track, came out a little over a month ago. Probably about 6 weeks ago at this point, and we're roughly around like 53,000 streams. That's been done by multiple sources. Now, if you haven't streamed it, I'll put it in the comment below. You can check it out. Really cool song. I'm really happy I made it, and I'm really happy I released it. So let's just get into how I set it up.
Shotgun blast to the solar plexus.
So as you can see, this is my Spotify for Artists. You probably have one. If you haven't set it up yet, then you probably haven't released on Spotify. But if you release on Spotify, you have access to a Spotify for Artists, and it kind of gives you more analytics than what Spotify would. So I just want to show you here that we're at 53,000 streams, and there's been multiple ways I've been running up the plays on this track. One, I have a fairly large email base, and this is probably not going to be something most people have. From YouTube and all that stuff, I have a very wide emailing list, and I have sent out a few emails on there and have given free goodies for people that have streamed it. So that incentive at the open rate I've had is roughly probably 1,000 to 2,000 streams. Also plugging it in my videos like now, like, hey, go stream Stimulate also helps. So I would say that's anywhere from, like, all those plugs, probably anywhere from 1,000 to 5,000 streams. Now, there are a few other things that I've done as well, and I want to show you things I don't really recommend first, and then I'll show you more things I recommend towards the end. Daily Playlist is a free app where you can submit your playlists to stuff. And I recently tried to do stuff with slow motion. Didn't go well. You guys can't see. Didn't go well with slow motion. And this stuff's been pending for now, Stimulate, for over a week and a half. So unless you're going to pay money and go pro, then they have to reply. It will do quite well, but at the same time, I don't have the greatest results. But at the same time, if you're doing pro, you're probably going to get good results on it. Next, Playlist Push. Playlist Push is actually a decent campaign for people. I think this is probably going to be the easiest for most people. So why do I like it? Because it's going to set you up right away. Do you want to spend more than $280, or do you want to spend less? Honestly, you need to spend more. I would say have a budget of like $300, $350, because this will give you actual analytics, and it's going to push your music and get it heard. This is what Prototype strongly recommends. It's really good. This is what I'll be doing for my next one following Stimulate, because I want to get more analytics. But from all the artists I've talked to and all this, you get good analytics and you get real plays. Now, the thing that I recommend the most are what I do, and I run ads on Facebook and Instagram. I don't do TikTok. I don't do Google. So how I run ads is I make a ton of different ones. There is a similar course I'll link down below. I think it's by the guy that created Hyped It. He does something very similar to what I do, which is you're just going to run a ton of ads, and then I'm running it to one local point. And the local point is my Wheysted Heavyweights, which is going to star whatever I am advertising at the time. Stimulate's first in the mix. And I have some analytics here, so that I wrote down on my phone. So as of 8/1, before the ad started pushing, or right after the ad started for this playlist, I was at 1,550 likes/follows. Now I'm at 1,904. So I've gained roughly 350 followers on this that listen to this. And the reason why I think this is the most successful way to advertise your music, because not only is it going to one landing page, you're not just going to Stimulate. You're not just going here where you play the song, that's cool, it's over. When you go here, random on, it'll go to a different one, or it'll go linearly down. You'll see that I have other songs. So my next song, Slow Motion's in here. I have Pull Up, Day by Days in here, Save Me From Myself remix. And the reason why this is so important is because if we go back over here and we actually check out my Spotify for artists, we'll see that in the last 28 days, Stimulate, Slow Motion, Pull Up, Day by Day, Save Me From Myself. All those ones I just mentioned in that playlist are getting trickle-down plays. So I'm adding another, roughly this is like 1,000 plays in the last 28 days that I probably wouldn't have had. And there's even more. There's even more trickle. These are also in the playlist the further you go down. I like to space them out every like 5 to 10 songs. So, but you can see that they all are getting the trickle-down effect and listen. So not only are you getting one listener, you're getting potentially multiple listens per listener. If you can pull off 2 to 3 listens, really strong. So that's why I recommend doing an ad campaign. And I can even show you, it's just a preview that I redid my cover art with, and it looks like this, and it just has the audio to my That's it. That's all you're hearing. It's all formatted different ways. Different things have different conversion rates. So I have Envoy, 12th Planet, Virtual Riot, dubstep, excision, all different things that I think people would like. People that have similar interests to me. So if they like Envoy, they're probably gonna like my music. If they like Virtual Riot, they'll probably like my music. That's kind of what I'm breaking this down to. And all my previews are just different drops. Drop 1, 2, and 3. So that's preview 1, 2, and 3. Because all the drops are kind of different. So I wanted to see what was doing best. And you see roughly getting it cost me 23 cents a conversion here for the most part. And I just spent $150 on ads. So usually $300 on playlisting, $150 on ads. That's $450 together. And then if you're doing SoundCloud repost chains, which I would recommend, you can get a lot of them for free. I haven't actually dropped this song on SoundCloud yet, but a lot of them will repost for free and then you can get paid ones. So usually I'm doing about $100 there. So altogether, $550 for my marketing for this track that will be. And we've had really good results with this so far. So if I could recommend, I would find the course from someone. I'll put it in the description below for you guys and see if you guys want to run it. But for the most part, I would say playlist push, ads, and then make your own playlist just like I did and just update it, whatever you want to do with it. And then you can just keep adding in your songs slowly with newer songs and it'll have a trickle down effect. Now you're going to need ads or something to push people to this playlist. You can't just make it and assume people are going to get plays. But this is the most organic way to get actual streams because a lot of this video is kind of all over the place because there's not a lot of structure to it. But I want to show you like what real people are doing to like get their music seen and heard. I think it's very important for us to understand like what's a realistic goal and how can it be achieved. Not just I release song, I get 100,000 plays, which you can pay for that and it's not real. But this is the best way, especially for consistently releasing music. Like as you can see, my followers are consistently going up. My streams are consistent. This is going to last me way longer than just a 4-week release cycle and then everyone forgets about it. Like at least I can push this song for a solid 6 months to a year. Even after it's done with the ads, I'll move it down in my playlist. I'll move everything down. And then say my next song comes out, I'll run ads to it, it goes to playlist, and boom, they found Stimulate again. So Stimulate stays around for a while, just like the rest of my songs do because of this strategy. I think it's a really good approach to show listeners your music rather than just a discography review because you put it in your songs with other songs they like. They're already listening to the playlist. They're open to hearing something new. And that's really cool. So kind of a rambling video. I apologize, but I hope you guys learned something and maybe I can go in more details if you guys want stuff. Once again, Stimulate will be down below. And if I find that course, I'll put it down below for you guys. Have a great day. Peace.